Well, hello, you lovely creative people. Matt here with Gear Sounds, and today we're going to go through every single effect inside the Boss GM800. Right now we're in the filter category, and there's actually a lot of other ones that I didn't go over here, but let's touch on them really quick. You can hear, these are just EQ settings: equalizer, mid-side EQ, spectrum, isolator, low boost, super filter, filter, and then the step filter, which I was doing here earlier, which is cool because you can set the volumes. So if I do step 1 at maximum here, and we have other pages. I'm going to hit the page button on the right. Let's make step 5 maximum as well, and we'll hear that. And let's put a couple zeros in here, and step 4 and step 3 will be 0. Very weird, right? Very strange timing right there, but you can do it if you want to. So moving on, let's go back to the previous page. And then now this switch will get us through the effects we want to go through. Enhancer. You can see we get some sharpness and clarity there. It's like a pretty complex EQ, I would say. That one I kind of like. Exciter, similar, right? So you're going to just be able to, see different frequency bands there. Level is at max. Let's turn it all the way down so we can hear what it's doing. Oh, this is volume level. Why? Is there no effects level for this? Nope. Ottawa. Kind of fun. Mode is bandpass filter right now. Let's do low pass. Let's adjust that speed there. Rate sync is off. Here we go. Here's the rate. Whoa, that's pretty low. Too low. Let's get max depth just for fun. Oh, that's nice. That's the first one that's useful to me. So let's see if we can add some reverb to this. On the reverb send, let's turn this up to maximum. No, it's not adding any reverb. Tone modify section. Nope. Oh, here it is. Here's the reverb send. Maximum. It's kind of strange, right? That you have to do it here. And then what happens if we go back to the effects section? Turn the reverb send down. Oh, I see. Okay. So that's... Wait a second. Why would we have to do that in 2 places? I was going to say because this is in the tone select section. This is how much reverb is going on this whole entire tone, but that's the same exact thing in the effects section. So I'm not sure. I'm not understanding why that's needing to be activated in 2 different menus, but that's how you add some reverb. A little too much. Let's lower that reverb to something that we can use for the rest of the video. Something like 30. That's more reasonable. There we go. Nice, reasonable reverb. Hit that page over button. We were on auto wah. And low pass filter. Humanizer. Not a big fan of that one. I'm not sure what that's about, but okay. Phaser, finally. Oh, this is cool because we have the 12 stage, 4 stage, which I prefer. So you saw me adjust the reverb. You could actually adjust reverb for each individual voice that way, so that's useful. So adjust the depth. Very nice. Let's get back. Okay, so we're on phaser now. Small phaser. Similar. Speed that thing up. Slow it down. Pretty cool. I love phaser though. I'm biased. Script 90 phaser, we know what that is. That's the orange phaser used by Eddie Van Halen. The Phase 90, I believe it's called. By the MXR, by MXR, right? Maybe a little over the top. Let's adjust the depth to be something more reasonable. You know, it's amazing to me how much that reverb fixes a dry tone on this synth. Without that reverb, this synth tone would be kind of not good, basically. Just, it wouldn't be good. Script 100, what is this? Interesting. Sounds like a more modern take on a phaser. That's kind of cool. Let's see, what can we do here? Oh, this is cool. This is some settings I'm not used to. Let's adjust that rate. What in the hell is that doing? I like it. Captain, one of our team has been infected. What do you mean infected? I don't know, sir. One of those things got on board. What do you mean one of those things? Captain, look out behind you. Ah, ah. That's what that tone sounds like to me. So it's not that it's totally useless. It's just, you know, really out there. Just like the Captain. Out there in space. Okay, script 100. Step phaser. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have some fun with this one. With the reverb together? Come on. This one I like better than the standard slicer because it's basically a slicer with a phaser, which sounds amazing to me. Polarity synchro? What is this? Inverse. Oh, in stereo, that sounds great, right? Yeah, that's a cool tone. Hear all those weird overtones? Alright, moving on. That's step phaser. That's really cool. I like that. M stage phaser. It's so funny that they included so many different phasers. For somebody like me who loves phasers, this is awesome. But I think most people won't know or care why you need so many. That sounds awesome. So what else we got here in this one? Rate. They started off at a slow rate, basically telling you like, hey, this one should be slow. We want this one to be slow. And it does sound better slow. So we'll leave that one how it was. That's M stage phaser. Infinite phaser? Is that what that stands for? INF? Speed that up a little bit. Oh, that sounds so good. I mean, the multi-effects potential in the GM800 is amazing by itself. What are these other modes here? Mode 3. I don't notice a difference. Mode 2. I don't know, it's less swooshy and more sloshy. Yeah, I can't tell which one I like more. I can hear that they're slightly different, but that's about it. Okay, what else? Man, we're only in the phasers. And we've already been live streaming for 17 minutes. Flanger. Oh, nice. You know, normally I hate flanger, but with the synth, it doesn't sound too bad. What options do we have here? High pass filter. Low pass. Off. Oh, that takes some of the harshness away from the flanger. That's cool. Takes some of the low frequency harshness away. Takes some of the high frequency harshness away. That's cool. This is standard that I hate. Oh, no wonder. So I like this. Low pass. Maybe that's all I needed for a flanger to like it, was a low pass filter. Because it's always those high frequencies in a flanger that make me not like it. Another flanger, SPF 325. Mode is FL2. Now this one I hate. This sounds like 1992 to me. You know, one thing's for sure, that sounds pretty good in stereo. That's great. What about the other modes here? FL1 is like less warbly. Yeah, I'm actually coming around to flangers, but only on my synthesizer tones. FL3. Seems to have some gain on it right there. Not bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. Drop a question. Tell me what you guys think of this flanger. What is this, chorus? Why is there chorus in my flanger? You got chorus in my flanger. Well, you got flanger in my chorus. It's you city boys that use flanger anyways. Yeah, that's not bad. They all sound good. What's on the other pages? I'm a little curious. There's such a deep dive we could do on this. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not going that far. Otherwise, this episode will just never end. Flanger. Step flanger, great. Another step effect. Yes. That's great. I'm a fan. Pretty much any of the step effects, I'm a fan. I like it. I like it so much. Anything like that, I'm a huge fan. What about the okay, the rate? Let's get something like 0.75. Even that's a little fast. What can we do? 0.35. What about that? Sounds good. Anything, like I said, anything with the step, I like it. High pass filter. Low pass filter. Off. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I actually like that off. Step. Sounds good. Now we're into the chorus. This is hex chorus now. Yeah, still not a fan of the chorus. There's so much other more interesting stuff we can add here. Trem chorus is kind of cool though. I like this one. Okay, this trem chorus I like. It's got some motion to it. Listen. See if we can adjust that motion here. Oh, nice. This is awesome. I love sculpting tones like this, just with effects. Not even with going too deep into synth menus, because you can do synth effects in my customize a synth tone video, which we just did, I think last week or the week before that. We talked about that. This is completely another layer on top of that. Not to mention you have 3 other synth voices you can add, with all these effects being different for each patch. So, a lot to get into today. Space D chorus. That sounds so good with the light reverb that we have on. So good. CE1 chorus. Yeah, that doesn't sound like a CE1, but it definitely sounds like it's trying to be CE1, and it is warm. Welcome in, Jay. SDD 320. Ooh, I like that one. That one's nice. Let's try to adjust some of the settings on this one. This one's the best. What? There's none? High gain. Mode 1. That's it? We only have a mode switch? 1 plus 4. Oh, this is the dimension chorus, huh? Oh, you don't have all the options you can do on that thing, though. That's cool, though. I like this one. All right, let's not get copyright struck down. Yes, Jay says you are very knowledgeable about the GM800. That is because this is an integral part of my current setup. So if you go over to my musical channel, you'll hear me use this on almost every song. And I have a custom patch. We covered how to make my custom patch here on the channel if you guys are interested in that. Again, a couple episodes ago on the full 1-hour tutorial, you'll see me go into how to make your own custom patch and basically use the entire pedal. But yes, I'm definitely knowledgeable on the pedal because I absolutely love guitar synthesis. I'm a huge proponent of the technology. I think this is how guitar makes a comeback, is through this technology. In my personal opinion, I think it will make a comeback with this technology. I've been predicting that for years. Oh, Juno chorus. This is cool. You know, the choruses are actually really inspiring to me. I don't know why I'm having so much fun with the chorus. I think, again, I have reverb on every patch, and I suggest you do as well. You really need a little bit of reverb on everything that you're doing. Your whole production needs a tiny bit of reverb. Your vocals need a little bit of reverb. This production doesn't have any reverb on it other than the synth itself, because I'm not trying to present my voice as, you know, a song. But if I was, I would definitely be having a little bit of reverb and maybe compression. And I don't think there's any exception to that. I don't think there's ever a time where the patches don't sound better with even a tiny bit of reverb, maybe 5, 10, between 5 and 30. Ring mod is, you know, not my thing, but here it is. Yeah, I don't know how to use a ring mod if I'm honest. Okay. Tremolo. You know it, you love it. I need to get a drink of water here. This stream is going on longer than I expected. Meanwhile, listen to this. Jay says, what I'm interested in right now is the GM800, not the Helix Stadium. Well, I would be interested in the GM800. However, you have to understand you need to install a pickup, and it has to be installed correctly. Otherwise, this unit doesn't perform very well. And you also have to quiet your guitar springs, your guitar strings, put some foam around where the nut is so there's no sound that is created by the guitar that is not a note. Even transient sounds will confuse the unit and cause it to process slower or more inaccurately. So you want clarity of notes like that, you're going to have to set it up the way that I did. Okay, anyways, yeah, that's just something to keep in mind. You need a separate pickup for this. But you're going to get the best results from a separate pickup. You need it. You're not going to get polyphonic results like this without a separate pickup, just because of the way the technology functions. It's 6 times easier for it to process things when it's in 6 separate signals. Probably more so, actually. Different modulation waves here. Saw wave, sine wave, square wave, triangle, saw 2. All right. That's tremolo. Auto pan. So without headphones or without a stereo setup, you're not really going to be able to hear this very well. Now that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, it's a lot less annoying when you set the rate down to 1 hertz or 1 kilohertz. That's auto pan. Pretty nice. The slicer. Come on, that's awesome. And what's cool is you can set up all these steps exactly how you want them. I would really prefer it, though, if they let you pick from some patterns. Like, don't make me customize the step myself. I just want to pick from a bunch of different patterns. There's no patterns? Yeah, there's no patterns. You got to adjust the steps yourself. That's kind of rough. Well, not going to do any of that right now, but you can. Rotary. I like how it has this slow blend between slow and fast like the Leslie. That's pretty cool. And it has the 2 Leslie speeds. What other settings do we have? Oh, you can set the acceleration level. That's interesting. Let's set the acceleration down to like 3. What happens now? Wow, that's pretty cool. What if we set the acceleration to like maximum? It's instant. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's rotary. I like it. It's basically what Boss's new pedal does for $240, but it's built into this. That's cool. I know that pedal does other things, but you get the idea. What else we got here in the settings? Slow speed and fast speed you can customize. You can customize how fast it goes up to each and down to that one. Overdrive for those. That's cool. Quite in depth for the rotary. That's VK rotary. Up next is the overdrive tones. We're going to skip through these really quick because, well, if you want to add overdrive to your synth, that's fine. I feel adding external overdrive is best personally, but well, sometimes with reverb too, but I also tend to not do it putting overdrive on synth. I just tend to choose a different tone that has a more aggressive sound. So I personally don't like to add overdrive to synth. I don't think it gets good results. Jay says, I learned how to make FM synth sounds using the Korg Op6. Yeah, I want to get a real synthesizer that I can use to control. Because you can control a synthesizer with this unit. Once you are playing it, you're essentially converting the notes into MIDI. So here's the overdrive tones. We'll go through these pretty quick. I think FM synthesis is frequency modulation synthesis. That's one of the most advanced new forms of synthesis. Tube screamer. Fuzz. Fattener. HMS distortion. Saturator. They all just sound pretty much like that. W saturator. Guitar amp simulator. Let's see if we can change the amp type. Clean twin, JC120. That sounds kind of good, actually. It does kind of sound like an amp. Some of these sound bad. The 5150 sounds so awful. Sounds like one of those toy pianos from the grocery store. That sounds so bad. Yeah, not a fan of these. Okay, that's guitar amp simulator. EP amp simulator. So this is for like pianos. Oh, that's nice. So what does this amp have in it? Some type tremolo. Oh, it's got some tremolo in it. That's cool. Old stereo. New case. Dyno. Whirly. I like it. I love it. That's EP amp sim with some tremolo in it. Nice. Speaker sim. Let's turn off the reverb here. So let's go over to this. Go to the reverb send. Turn this all the way down. Go back to the effects section. Turn the reverb send down to 0 as well. Switch over. Speaker sim. Here it is. Yeah, that EP did sound pretty great, right? Let's go back to that. Yeah, that's nice. I like it. Especially with our master reverb. Again, I don't like to accompany these effects without reverb, but some of these are getting confused with reverb, like, you know, amp sims. So we're going to turn the reverb off, at least for the rest of anything that sounds like it'll get in the way of reverb. Compressor. Amazing. MS compressor. Limiter. That's useful. Sustainer. Ooh, that's interesting. That made it all fluffy and fat. I like it. Transient. Gate. Finally, we get to something cool. Delays. Mod delay. Two tap pan delay. Sounds like some 90s video games here. I like it. 2-tap pan delay sounds great. 3-tap pan delay. Amazing. 4-tap pan delay. How many of these are? That one's interesting. Multi-tap delay. Reverse delay. Let's see how this sounds. Never been a fan of reverse delay. I found it gimmicky. You know, there's probably a synth voice where this could work just fine. Touch count delay. I think that's right. I'm not sure about that one. Tape echo, nice. Yeah, it is a choir-like sound. There's a lot of choir-like sounds with just a normal synth voice and getting some nice echoes like this. What are the modes here? Tape echo. Oh, is that modulation? M and L. S plus M. S plus L. I don't know what these are. M plus L. S plus M plus L. Somehow that one sounds like the best. There's no reverb on anymore. Remember this. Not sure what that even means, but it sounds amazing. And that's the final mode. So next up is M/S delay. So this one has 4-tap to 2-tap. Let's try the 2-tap. I like how a lot of these take advantage of being stereo. This one is just a looper. We can't test this because we're not going to loop on here, but you can, which is pretty cool. I didn't even know that this had a looper in it until just right now. Loop switch on. That's cool. DJ FX looper, they call it. BPM looper, lo-fi compressor. You can add an envelope filter to this. We did earlier in the beginning of the stream, actually. Bit crusher. Ew. Not a fan. Sounds like an old TV show. Phonograph. So this one adds a little bit of crackle, and then it also adds like a warble effect, which I kind of like. Phonograph's not bad. I like that one. Pitch shifter. Oh, that sounds terrible. 2 voice pitch shifter. I don't imagine it's going to be any different. Yeah, nope. Overdrive into chorus. Strange. Overdrive into flanger. Or are they saying flanger into overdrive? No, it is overdrive into delay. Distortion into chorus. Distortion into flanger. I mean, I don't know why. Distortion into delay, sure. Even still, not so sure about that. Overdrive / distortion into touch wah. Yeah, nope. Auto wall. Same thing, but in auto wall. Nope. GT into chorus. What is guitar? What is this? Is this the guitar amp? Not so sure about that. GT into flanger. Oh yeah, this is the guitar amp. Clean twin into flanger. Guitar amp into phaser. Guitar amp into delay. EP into tremolo. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is that piano amp with tremolo in it. EP into chorus. EP into Flanger. EP into phaser. EP into delay. Enhancer into chorus. There's a ton of these combinations. That really gives a ton of dimension. Almost sounds like a delay. Enhancer into flanger. Enhancer into delay. Chorus into delay, one of my favorites here. Flanger into delay. Chorus into flanger. I'm just laughing because there's so many combinations here. Chorus into... Yeah, I always forget to mention this, guys, but we have donation links in the description, affiliate links, which you can buy all the stuff we're using without costing you anything extra, and then you can like and subscribe for free if you don't want to buy anything or pay anything. Thank you for your support no matter what. This is JD Multi. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I see. Look, distortion, phaser, something, enhancer. Interesting. So we can do all of these. Let's try these. It's just mixing them all up. Ooh, that one's cool. I don't know. It's a little fuzzy. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah. We've gone through all of the effects. Ooh, this one's interesting. These are just different sequences of the same effects type, which is the JD Multi, which essentially combines 4 different of these effects together in a very simple configuration. Interesting. Well, that's going to do it for this live stream, you guys. This was a long one. This was just over 1 hour yet again. diving deep into the GM800. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys got something for your... Just checking that we're actually on the end. Yeah, we are. We went through everything. Hopefully you guys have something to archive so you can take a look later in case you are wondering what type of effects you should or can be adding to your GM800 patches. Now remember, this will go on any one of these parts. So once you press this part button, it's going to take you to the part here on the menu. And we talked about how to do that in the last episode on the full tutorial. So if you haven't checked that out, or if you don't know how to get through each of these 4 parts, go ahead and check out that last episode. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for your likes and subscriptions. And I will see you guys on the next episode on Sunday. Bye-bye for now.